Hello everyone, this is the revision class on fund flow statement. First we'll see the meaning of funds. Funds includes only cash resources of the business. In narrow sense, the fund means it includes only cash capital. Okay, in the fund flow statement we are considered funds is nothing but is the working capital. Okay, how to calculate the working capital? Working capital is nothing but excess of current assets over the current liabilities. Current assets minus current liabilities. Okay, under the fund flow statement, okay, before calculating the fund flow statement, we need to prepare the first three statements. First one is the statement showing the changes in working capital. Statement showing the changes in working capital. Second one is calculation of funds from operation by preparing the adjusted profit and loss account. Okay, first one is statement showing the changes in working capital. Second one, calculation of the funds from operation. How to find out the funds from operation? By preparing the adjusted profit and loss account. And at last we are preparing the statement of fund flow statement. Okay, fund flow statement. Okay, we'll see the problem. First, see, the following are the summarized balance sheet of RAM Limited as at 31st 12 2014 and 31st 12 2015. Balance sheet of 2014 and 2015. Here, capital C, equity share capital, preference share capital, general reserve, profit and loss account, current liabilities, creditors, bills payable, bank overdraft, taxation provisions, proposed dividend. And asset side, fixed assets, investments, current assets, stock, debtors, bills receivable, prepaid expenses, cash and advances. And balance sheet total is 1,95,000 and 3 lakh. You are prepare what here? Only the changes in working capital. First one, okay, changes in working capital. It's nothing but how to find out the net working capital. Okay, first we have to prepare particulars and the amount 2014 2015, then effect on working capital, whether it's increase or decrease. Okay, first, what's the formula? Current assets minus current liabilities. First we'll write all the current assets. Okay, see, stock is how much? 40,000 and 60,000. Difference is how much? 20,000. Okay, 20,000 means there is a increase in the working capital. Then debtors 20,000 and 40,000. There is a increase. Okay. Then bills receivable 5,000 and 2,000. There is a decrease. Prepaid expenses 5,000 and 18,000. There is increase. Cash 2,000 and 10,000. There is a increase. How much is the cash? See, 2,000 and 20,000 and 10,000, it is a 10,000. Advances 10,000 and 40,000, increase 30,000. So total current assets 1 lakh and 1,70,000. Next, current liabilities, creditors 2,000 and 1,000. How much? Increase or decrease? Decrease. But here it is a liability. If the liability decreases, working capital increases. Okay, so reverse effect here. If there is a increase, if there is a decrease, you have to write under the increase column. If there is an increase, you have to write under the decrease column. Bills receivable in 2014 nil, 2000 in 2015 2,000 means here increased, right? Increase means you have to write under the decrease column. Overdraft 3,000 and nil, 3,000 in. Otherwise, the information given in the problem. Here taxation is considered as the current liability. So 7,000 and 12,000, 5,000. Proposed dividend 10,000 and 16,000, 6,000. Total current liabilities 40,000 and 40,000. So working capital, how to calculate the net working capital? Current assets minus current liability, 1 lakh minus 40,000 minus equal to 60,000. Then 1,70,000 minus 40,000, 1,30,000. Okay, now working capital. Next, net increase or decrease in the working capital. There is an increase, right? 60,000 in 2014 working capital. Working capital in 2015 1,30,000. So how much is increase in net increase in working capital? 70,000 is increased. So total is 1,30,000 and 96,000. So net working capital increase how much? 70,000. Okay, this is about the calculation of the working capital. Changes in working capital is important for the 12 marks. Okay, changes in working capital, only current assets minus current liabilities. Okay, next we'll see the one more problem. Okay, under the 24 marks, this problem is in page number 69 and question number 20. See the problem, page number 69, question number 20. The following are summarized balance sheets and other information of Hero Limited has on 31st December 2015 and 16. Prepare funds flow statement and statement of changes in working capital. Here how to prepare the statement of changes in capital and funds from operations. Okay, see balance sheet is given in the problem. Share capital, general reserve, profit and loss account, 12% debentures, current liability, provision for taxation, proposed dividend. Then fixed assets, accumulated depreciation is given, investment, current assets, preliminary expenses. Then adjustment, sold one machine for rupees 60,000, the cost which was rupees 1 lakh and the depreciation provided on it was rupees 20,000, provided rupees 90,000 as current year depreciation, redeemed the debentures of rupees 100 at debenture of rupees 100 at rupees 105, decided to return off a fixed assets costing rupees 20,000, no scrap realized, decided to value opening stock at cost which was valued provisionally at cost less 10%. The opening stock according to book value was rupees 54,000. The closed stock was currently valued at cost. Consider provisions for taxation and proposed dividend as a non-current liability. Consider provision for tax and proposed dividend as the non-current liability. So not need to consider under the calculation of working capital. Show the workings clearly. Okay, first we need to find out what? Changes in working capital. How to find out the changes in working capital? Current assets minus current liabilities. Okay, see the current assets. How much is the current assets? See 3,20,000, right? 3,20,000. But see, decided to value opening stock at cost which was valued provisionally at cost less 10%. Less opening stock is valued 10% less, right? So we have to find out the correct value of the opening stock. How much is, okay, not added, right? Okay, 60,000 is how much? Difference is 6,000. So you have to add the 20,000 plus 6,000, 3,26,000, and then is the in the 2016 how much? 4,50,000. So total of current assets 3,26,000 and 4,50,000. Then current liabilities see 1,30,000 and 1,20,000, and the working capital how to calculate? A minus B, 1,96,000 and 3,30,000. Net increase in working capital how much? 1,34,000. Okay, same as previous problem, calculation of the changes in working capital. Next one, adjusted profit and loss account. Next, see under the fund flow statement, to prepare the fund flow statement we have to prepare the changes in working capital as well as we need to find out the funds from operations. Okay, to find out the funds from operations we have to prepare the adjusted profit and loss account. Okay, first we'll see the what do you mean by adjusted profit and loss account? How to prepare the adjusted profit and loss account? Okay, I will show this format. See, this is the adjusted profit and loss account. Okay, see, to non-fund and or debit side, say to non-fund or non-operating expenses which are debited to the profit and loss account. Okay, all the non non-cash expenses, non-fund, non-operating expenses which are debited to profit and loss account. We have to enter all the expenses under the debit side, and under the credit side by balance brought down, opening balance of profit and loss account, we have to write what? Funds from operations. Okay, in this problem we'll see first one, all the expenses, right? See, the loss on sale of machine, how much? Loss on sale of machine is 20,000, right? Okay, sold one machine for rupees 60,000, cost of which was 1 lakh, and the depreciation provided 20,000, right? 1 lakh 20,000 is the depreciation, then 60,000 is sale. So how much is the loss? 20,000. Then the depreciation is how much? Depreciation provided in the current year 90,000 is there in the problem. Then provision on debentures, debentures provisions how much? 5%, right? We have to put the premium on debentures, premium on debentures. Okay, then 5%, right? See, redeemed the debentures how much? 100 into 100 is the, when the value is 100, we redeem it at rupees 105, means how much? 5%. Okay, the transfer to general reserve, see the general reserve. Okay, 1,80,000 and 2,30,000 difference we have to transfer to the profit and loss account. Then to dividend is how much? Dividend is difference, 10,000 is the difference. And the preliminary expenses written off, how much preliminary expense written off? 10,000, difference 30,000 and 20,000. And the to balance carried down, closing balance of the profit and loss account, how much? See the liability side, profit and loss account opening is 70, closing is 90. It's a closing. To balance carried on 90. Here you have first you have to write the opening balance of the profit and loss account. By balance brought down, how much? 70,000. Next, by provision for tax, provision for next, one more item you need to write, by opening stock written off. See, under the current assets I added 3,20,000 plus 6,000, right? For the purpose of the opening stock is undervalued, that also entered under the this side. By opening stock written off, how much? 6,000. So the now the difference is the funds from operations, how much? 1,79,000, 1,79,000. Okay, then we have to prepare the fund flow statement. Next one. Okay, here the different accounts: provision for taxation account, proposed dividend account, fixed assets account, investment account. Okay, next, fund flow statement for the year ended. See, prepare 2016. There are two sides: sources of funds and application of funds. Under the sources of funds, you have to write all the inflow of the funds. Under the application of funds, you have to write all the outflow of the funds. Okay, sale of investment means what? Inflow of the fund, how much? Sale 20,000. Issue of shares, see the share cap, see the problem, share capital. What is in 2015 5 lakh, now 2016 it is 6 lakh, so 1 lakh is issue of shares. Funds from operations, you have to write. Okay, funds from operations, credit balance, right? Okay, you have to write under the funds from operation 2,79,000. Next, sale of machinery means inflow of the funds, so how much? 6,000. Then redemption of debenture, redemption means the fund is going out from the concern, so you have to write under the application of funds. Then purchase of fixed assets, purchase of fixed assets also funds going from the company or concern, also enter under the application of fund. Then working capital means you have to enter under the application of funds. If there is a decrease in working capital means you have to enter under the source of funds. Then you are getting the tally, how much? 3,59,000, 3,59,000. Okay, this is about the preparation of fund flow statement. It's very easy. You just remember under the fund flow statement, there are three statements we have to prepare. First one, statement of changes in working capital. Second one is the funds from operations by preparing the adjusted profit and loss account. Third one is the statement of fund flow statement for the particular year. Okay. Sometimes they are asking only the preparation of working capital, first statement only, then you prepare the first statement only. Sometimes they are asking to prepare only the second statement, it's a fund from operations, then it's enough to preparing the only the second. Okay. Otherwise, if they ask to prepare the fund flow statement, then you have to prepare the first two statements, changes in working capital and the calculation of fund from operations by preparing the adjusted profit and loss account. Okay.